Everyone, this is part 2 of the best-selling tent on Amazon. This is the Coleman Sundome 2-person tent. This is the #1 selling tent on Amazon right now. So in part 1, we took a look, we did a first look, a preview of the tent. This episode is all about the setup process. How easy, how complex is it? We'll go over the setup process step by step, and we will discuss just how difficult it is. Step number 1 is to put down a ground sheet. Now this is optional. Personally, I like a ground sheet. It not only protects the tent, but it also helps keep it clean. When you take this tent home after a long, wet, muddy trip, you will be thankful that you used it because the bottom of the tent will be clean for the most part. Step number 2 is to separate the components: fly, door pad, tent stakes, tent body, and poles. Once you have each of the components separated, go ahead and unfold the body and get the orientation that you would like. In other words, have the door facing the proper direction that you want. Then you want to move on to the stakes. Stake out each corner of the tent, and then we will prepare for the poles. Now everyone, it is time to move on to the poles. There are 3 poles with this tent. There's a shorty and 2 long poles. For now, take the short pole, set this to the side, and focus on the 2 long poles. The poles for this tent crisscross, but you simply can't take the pole and lay them on top. You have to slide them through sleeves. There are 2 sleeves with this tent. Slide it through, get the end in the corner, then move on to the next pole. Slide it through the other sleeve, crisscross the body, and go to the corner. In each of the corners, you will find one of these. Take that and slide it inside of the pole, just like so. Before going any further, I do have a warning about the poles here. They are made from fiberglass, and if you bend on them too much, if you put too much pressure on them, they will splinter, they will break. So be careful with the poles. Once you have the tent raised up like so, it is time to move on to the clips. There's 1 clip in each corner. Take the clip and attach it to the pole. Walk around the tent and do the other 3. Once you have the clips into place, everyone, it is time to move on to the rain fly. And this is what the rain fly looks like. It has a lantern on each side of it. On the inside, you will notice this. That is a sleeve for the 3rd pole, the small pole. There's one of those sleeves in the front and also the back. Before we insert the pole, let's go ahead and do something else. In each corner of the fly, you will find some Velcro. This Velcro wraps around the pole. Go to each of the corners and fasten the Velcro, and you will do so below the pole clips. Now it is time to move on to that short pole. The short pole goes right in front of the door, straight across the top all the way to the back, and that is where those little sleeves come into play. You take the pole, you slide it over the top of the tent just like so. You insert the pole into the sleeve, and underneath the fly here you will find some Velcro. Fasten that around the pole. Go to the other side, do the same thing. All right everyone, we are almost done. In each of the corners you will find these black straps. There is a hook. This hook connects to this ring down at the bottom. Connect those in each of the corners, and then we'll move on to staking out the vent. From here, you stake out the rear vent and also the side guidelines. And after that, you're done. So everyone, that is how you set up the Coleman Sundome 2-person tent. The other versions of this tent are basically the same. There are some variations, but this setup process will work with all of those. All in all, this is a very easy process. Coleman claims it takes about 10 minutes. That's accurate. If you have never set this up, it's going to take you roughly 10-15 minutes. After that, you could fly through this. Especially with 2 people, you could set this up in about 5 minutes. It really is a simple process. The only thing that may cause you any sort of problems is the sleeves on top, the way that you have to crisscross the poles. Coleman claims that those sleeves feature some sort of technology which prevents them from getting stuck That's not true. It happens all the time. The poles will get caught. I believe Coleman says they're snag-free sleeves. That's not accurate at all. Sometimes the poles will get snagged inside of those, but in the end, it's not that big of a deal. By the way, everyone, I forgot to mention this. This tent does feature an E-port, so if you want to have electrical lines coming in and out of the tent, cords and whatnot, it's right through here. This is the port. There's a zipper here that you can undo, and you can slide a cord inside or out. This is the front door, and it unzips just like that. You have a vent in the back, and one at the top. I almost forgot. You have the doormat. There's a stake loop right here and one on the other side. This goes in front of the tent so that you could take your shoes off before getting in. This is a nice feature to have because you get to kneel on this. You don't have to get your legs dirty or anything like that. So you can kneel, grab what you need, zip up, and take off. With the setup process of the Sundome tent, everything here is very easy, very straightforward. If for some reason that you have an issue with this tent, shoot me an email and I will help you out. For now, everyone, that is it. This is part 2 of the Coleman Sundome tent series. Part 3 is the test night episode where we will find out, is this tent waterproof? If you did not see part 1, go ahead and watch it, because if you're considering this tent, it has information that you need to know. This tent has some potential problems, so make sure to check out that episode. Part 3 will be coming up very soon. So comment down below, what do you all think about the Sundome tent? What do you all think about the colors? It's not bad. There's a lot of color going on here though. Gray, blue, green. It's a little bit all over the place. Make sure to hit the thumbs up if this video has helped out. Until next time, everyone, strength and honor. Talk to you soon, everyone. Bye.